Okay. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, and welcome to AJPROC Live Late Night Mayhem Music Talk with my special guest star, Ryan Hall, aka Sawyer. And this is our inaugural test show. So forgive us for what we about to do. So, Ryan, thanks for coming on, and thanks for testing out this, and we'll see what was going on. So, what's going on with you, and what's going on with music? And I hear, are you off to a gig in like half an hour or so, or what's going on?
Tonight, actually, some good friends of mine are playing at my local favorite club, Habitat, here in Calgary.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go check them out. Yeah, it's a good community of music producers, and we all sort of try and support each other.
And so, who are these people, and what are you looking forward to? And fill me in on the rest of the people on what's going on in your world, and who you appreciate and who you support and all that stuff.
Yeah, so the place I'm going tonight is called Habitat Living Sound. It's a very small underground club here, and once a month they have an event called Studio Social, and at that event local music producers are invited to showcase their latest productions and hear their mix on a proper club system. And I've met a lot of people there through that gathering. I've been doing that for about 2 years now, and it's a monthly event. And so I've met a lot of local producers who are also DJs locally. And any given weekend, there's always a few of them playing. So tonight there's a couple of guys who I'm particularly interested in because I know them quite well, and so that's that whole angle.
Well, if you're in Calgary, what time does it start?
That would start at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, Calgary, Alberta time, which is MST, Mountain Standard Time. And can you give us some names of these particular people?
So tonight we have Silverfish. Is his DJ name, Tyler. He's a great guy, does a lot of analog synthesized music. I believe he's doing a DJ set, and then Enoch, the other DJ is Eno Carr, otherwise known as Enoch, and so he's going to be there as well.
And so, what's going on with you in regards to your music? You just had an album released not too long ago. So that was my second full-length album. It's called Expeditions, and it's I released that in December, and so that's my latest. It's I've got 2 full albums. One of them was called Expansions, which was released last year around this time, and that one actually was nominated for Best Electronic Album of the Year at the Western Canadian Music Awards. So I got a chance to go out to Victoria and attend the music awards out there. Kaisa ended up winning, but she's awesome. So well deserved. But it was fun to be a part of all that. And then this new album is a bit different. It's got a little more actually classical orchestration incorporated into it. So it's nobody knows what kind of music I do. It's in the techno and tech house melodic areas, and it's becoming, the last album was quite orchestral. Well, good. You got anything handy, like a little clip that we could listen to?
So I have, I'm actually working on a live show at the moment. I'm going to be doing a live set at Habitat here in the next, maybe a month. I'm just talking with them about a night,
and I can play you the example of what that's going to sound like. I'm pretty happy with the way it's going. I get to use this cool little device called a twister, and I've programmed it to do all sorts of interesting things for the set. And here, I'll go ahead and play you a bit of an example. Okay, we're having a technical problem, so let me just restart this.
No problem.
There we go. How's the volume?
The volume's good on my end.
These vocals are from one of my favorite Canadian singers, Rose Cousins from out east.
That's cool. So, what was the process of writing that, and what are you trying to tell people? What are you trying to tell yourself?
Well, it's a journey, I guess. It's I've been trying to for a long time. I mean, there's DJing other people's music or your own, and mixing tracks together, and then there's another level of live performance. I was brought up in, I used to be a bass player, and I learned through elementary and high school, and performed as a classical bass player as well as jazz bass, and so doing improvisation, and I studied a little bit at Berklee College of Music down in Boston, and I really I love playing live, and I love improvising. And oh, hey, Billy's joined us.
Hi, Billy.
Hi.
Billy, meet Ryan. This is our friend from New Zealand. If she can actually type in.
Hello.
Carry
yes,
on. It's interesting.
You're gonna actually have to click in the little thing on the side that says that you will let people use your technical thing. Yeah, walk her through it there. It's hard to do it from this end because I don't do it from this end. I have to do it from the other end. But yeah, you should be on air. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just listening.
Okay, keep going. We'll figure this out.
All right, so yeah, I've been trying to. It's just a combination of the technology, and it's so fastly evolving, the electronic music technology these days, and I've finally got a live setup that works for me, and with that, the way I've got it set up now, I'll be able to compose music on the fly and take an audience on a musical journey through highs and lows and different kinds of emotions, whether it's sort of like a deep and dark dance beat, or something maybe a little more uplifting and melodic. And I'll be able to. I mean, you can do that DJing tracks to some extent, but this is largely an improvised performance, and I'll be playing keyboards and stuff and composing while playing. So that's what I'm really excited about.
Well, cool. And so when is this happening again?
Well, we're to be decided yet. It's the clubs, they're booking at least a month in advance, and I know there's a night called Prism which is a residency that's frequently done in Calgary, and that's the night I'm hoping to play. So I guess we'll have to just stay tuned.
Cool. Well, hi, Mike, for joining. How you doing tonight? If you want to send us some questions or some comments, feel free. If you haven't met, this is Ryan Hall, aka Solier. He's a local and building international superstar, as I like to call him, in the making. He's huge in China, seriously. And I know that's funny, but it's true. He's huge in China. Big guy. I love this guy. Send him some love. Follow him. Get some. Hold on, just 1 second. Talk to my. Just 1 second. Just need to add you in. Use headphones with Mike. There you go. So there you go. Trying to get her in here. Just 1 sec. And we'll just no, okay. Yeah. So continue.
I need a question. I think I finished up my list.
Okay. You need a question. So you can tell we're really, really organized around here. Obviously, you can tell that this is the very first time. And the first time I was on, oh my God, what a gong show that was. The computer kept crashing. I kept getting bumped out of the program, and I could only respond by text and messaging. It was really, really crazy. But this is like my okay. Billy wants to know where your next gig is.
My next gig is actually coming up on the 20th. The 20th, but that's going to be in Airdrie at it's a private party I've been asked to play, which is always a lot of fun. A friend of mine, Tarek, and Sarah, are hosting it, and they've set up a nightclub in their home. Yeah. So.
Can you see her? Can you see her?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Yay. Can you hear us, Billy?
I can see you perfectly.
Okay, there you go. That's awesome.
I always have.
Now there you go. So Billy, this is Ryan. Ryan, this is Billy.
Hi.
He's a longtime friend, musician, DJ, all kinds of wild and crazy things. Billy, you know a little bit about Billy because I've told you about her, I believe. A little bit, right?
Yes, I know you're in New Zealand, which is awesome. I've never been there, but looks like an awesome place. I actually lived in Australia for a few years in Brisbane and hopped over through the Auckland airport one time, but that's as much of New Zealand as I've seen.
I used to live in Brisbane. When did you live there? I lived there in '88.
Okay, it was a little later. This would have been the first few years of 2000.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Your music, you're so talented. It's awesome.
Oh, thanks.
So we got a new person. Welcome, Joshua. Hi, Joshua.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah. So, everybody, this is Ryan Hall, aka Solier. This is Billy K. Jordan from Hip Operation. I'm Art Proctor, or aka AJPROC, and welcome to AJPROC Live Late Night Mayhem Music Talk. So, introduce yourself, Joshua, and give us your 2 cents. Can you hear us?
Yeah, man, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, so introduce yourself. Who are you and where are you from?
I'm Josh. I'm from New York.
Cool. And what do you do, Josh?
Um, uh, I play the guitar. I play the guitar a lot.
Cool.
Mhm.
Cool.
I get a little
Yeah.
nervous too when I'm around people.
Oh, well, you don't need to be nervous
Yeah,
around
you
us.
don't need to be nervous here.
We're just friends that you haven't met yet.
Yeah.
So
I like being friends.
are you into music? What's your deal?
I played bass in a band for about a year, and I played the electric guitar for about 9.
Hmm. And so, do you have any questions for Ryan in regards to music production or electronic dance music or any of that?
I'm also I used to play bass, so I can talk bass.
What's your favorite bass song to play?
Sorry, I didn't hear that. It cut out.
What's your favorite bass song to play?
Oh boy. There's a bass player called Jaco Pastorius. He's passed away now, but he does a song called "Portrait of Tracy," and it's on his self-titled album. It's played through the use of harmonics, so it's kind of chords, and it's a very organic kind of a song. It's really fun to play. So if you check out Jaco Pastorius' "Portrait of Tracy," it's just a beautiful little. It's a solo bass track.
Yeah. So Billy, how was your dance practice, or are you going to your dance practice soon? Right?
Yeah, so I'm leaving shortly to go and teach a group of people who are aged 71 to 96 years old a new hip hop routine, because in 5 weeks they're competing in the New Zealand regional hip hop championship.
That's really cool.
Bit random.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So
And talk about that song that you had commissioned, and the people, the highbrow people that are involved with that recording.
oh yeah, so the music, that track that they're going to be dancing to it's called Graveside Jam, and it's made by a hip hop artist called Optimus Grime, as well as another a group, a company called The Sound Room, and The Sound Room are Auckland based, but they have made lots of music tracks for films like Spider-Man and Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. So they just put I needed them to make the song a bit more gangster, because my old ladies and men in this dance group, I like them to be really tough and gangster, because people don't expect that. So the music needed to be dark, and so there's lots of gunshots and dogs barking and chains clanging and stuff like that. And it's fast and quite dark, but it's good, because it's the opposite of what people think. You know, they think lavender and lace for old people. So yeah. Anyway, it's but my favorite music is soul and jazz and stuff like that. Their favorite music is classical. So none of us really like hip hop, but we're doing it. Yeah. So anyway, what do you say? You know, you're in the Guinness Book of World Records for the oldest dance group in the world.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, crazy, eh? So what are you showing there, Joshua?
You're a bit mysterious, Joshua. You're kind of freaking me out, but I like it.
Hey, we got PlayStation.
He's got like this really weird sense of humor, but I like it.
Yeah. Maybe we should be showing like random things.
Oh, PSP.
Is that what we're doing now?
Is that what we're doing?
Josh, are you playing on a? You got PSP there. Do you play PS3, PS4? What's your console? Do you have one?
Yeah, just give me a second. I'll pull it out.
You're kind of breaking up, man. So do you got? You're so
That looks
random,
like
brother.
a PS4. Or there's a PS3.
That's PS4.
Oh, it's a PS4. Okay. What are you playing on it right now?
I don't really play that much.
Okay. My favorite game on the PS4 is what was on PS3 too. It's called The Last of Us. Really cool zombie kind of game.
Hey, so Ryan, when did you start playing an instrument? Like what age?
I would have been probably 10, and it was a saxophone, actually, alto saxophone.
Wow. I mean,
I started playing music. My very first instrument that I started playing was violin. I played violin for 2 years. I took 2 years off, played clarinet for a year and a half, and then played alto sax for 3 years in high school.
Oh, wow.
I haven't played since I was in high school, so I can barely remember my scales.
So Ryan, do you do a lot of collaboration work with other people?
Yeah, I have done a number of collaborations. Let's see. There's a band called The Steadies, which is a Canadian band fronted by Errol Pereira. He used to play for Wide Mouth Mason, and now he's performing with The Steadies. And so I collaborated with him and did a remix. The collaborations are sometimes remixes, and sometimes they are actually having people come into the studio. And I like working with vocalists, so I've had a good friend of mine, Tatrina, come out and do vocal tracks with me in the studio. So there's those kinds of collaborations as well, and those are more songwriting collaborations as opposed to remixes.
If I could interject, Delete Data asked, a nice rack there. Can you talk a little bit more about your toys and
pan over? Yeah, this is a Eurorack synth. I've been putting it together for a couple of years, and yes, it is. There's a lot invested in that. It's kind of an obsession because once you start, you sort of find there's little spaces in it that you need to fill up. For example, this black space over here is empty, and there's individual components you can purchase to put in a chain for your synthesizer. So if we get into the technical speak of it, it's a combination of oscillators and signal modifications. The simplest thing is, like, if you remember your high school physics and you know like what a sine wave is, like a bass guitar, when you pull the string, is going to create basically a sine wave. And these are electronic instruments that produce sine waves or different kinds of. You can have a wavetable synthesizer and send it through different filters and control it with a keyboard.
What the hell are you doing? Well, okay, Joshua, I'm gonna let you go because I got another person that wants to log in. So stick around, come back another time. That'll be awesome. So just 1 second, okay?
So yeah, that's the synthesizer, and I use that quite a bit for sound design when I'm building a track.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So say hi to Waste Bin Delete Data when he's him or she actually loads in. Hey, how are you?
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, so introduce yourself. I'm Arthur AJPROC. This is Ryan Hall, aka Solier. This is Billy Jordan from Hip Operation, and you are Hip Operation, the world's oldest hip hop crew in the world.
Wait, who's from there?
Billy K.
Hi, boy. Hi, nice to meet y'all. I'm new to this app or whatever.
Yeah.
So we all.
Yeah.
This is a test run. This is my third one.
Okay. So what's all of this about?
Well, this is a test run for a couple of projects that I'm in development. One, a kind of a late night talk show. AJPROC Live late night, and I'm just bringing on musicians and artists and talking about process and coolness and all that kind of stuff.
Awesome, yeah, I really like your Euro rack there, dude. It looks like
Thanks.
Looks like it could put me through a couple of semesters in college or something.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you know, it's a big investment, and
yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I just got like this really cheap Micron. I bought it off my friend because he was desperate for money.
Okay.
It's like an analog modulating synth.
Oh, do you have it there? Let me see it.
Small. It's this thing.
Oh, okay.
This thing right here.
Yeah. Cool.
Huh? Yeah. I mean, I got like my room's a mess, but I just got all my shit here.
Oh wow. So what kind of music do you make?
So I just make like sounds, noise,
whatever. Cool.
The coolest thing I probably have. I'm sorry, I'm turning this into like showing off my toys, but I like your rack, so I want to contribute. I got this Korg Rhythm 55. It's a analog drum machine from 1979, I think.
Everybody say hi to Aaron. Hi, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron.
I didn't really know what it was when I got it. I got it from I got it. It was gifted from someone who didn't know what it was, so I got it when I was 17. It's this thing right here.
Oh, neat. That looks vintage.
Yeah, it's from 79.
That's cool.
It's way older than I am. But it's the sounds aren't really impressive at all. But if you like running through some like effects or something,
that's probably the old analog stuff. You can get some really amazing sounds out of it, and if you're running effects on it. We've actually, where I live in Calgary, we've got a National Music Center that has a huge museum full of old analog gear. Like they have.
It's the best one in the world.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So if you ever,
where's Calgary?
It's we're just well, it's like, Art. Where are we in relation to? You're in this.
No. Where's Calgary?
Calgary's in Alberta, Canada.
Okay. All right. I know. I've heard the name and like.
Okay, where are you located?
Bonnie Bear Track.
Where are you
located?
I'm
in North Jersey. I'm literally right across the river from New York City.
Okay, so do you know? Okay, so California and Washington State.
Okay.
Okay, and then just go one. We're right above Montana.
Okay.
Literally 5 hours.
I've heard about it. I've heard of the name on a Bonnie Bear track.
Yeah.
I think it's called like Calgary, Alberta. I think
yeah. It's where the Calgary Stampede is from. Spruce Meadows. Actually, Jan Arden's from here. Paul Grant's from here. Lots of country music people. A couple of famous blues guys. We shoot a lot of TV shows here. The TV show Hell on Wheels, the TV show Fargo, the movie that is just out right now that's starring Leonardo DiCaprio, The Revenant, was shot here. So we're about 1.4 million. Is that right, Ryan? About 1.4?
Yeah. Well, we're probably closer to 1.2 or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. I live right now. That's awesome. Where are you from, Billy?
I'm on Waiheke Island at the moment. Waiheke Island is a small island off the east coast of New Zealand. So I'm sitting here in a house in the bush, in the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. Looking.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm sorry, you broke up there a little.
Oh, I didn't have anything much to say, but yeah. So it's a small island. We don't have traffic lights. We get our water from our roof. Our food comes by boat, but we've got the internet.
Yeah, that's all you really need, right, to survive is internet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If I can just time out for a sec. Okay, we have a lot of people here. If you have a question specifically, go to the left-hand side, do a slash and a Q, and we'll answer some of those questions, or do it in the comment section. But just flag us, give us a second, and we'll get to you as soon as possible. So introduce yourselves, and say hi and forward some questions, and we'll get to you as soon as possible. Okay, back to your regular scheduled programming. Thanks, guys.
Hey, I've got to go, so I'm going to free up this space. Okay. I've got to go teach these old people some hip hop.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, take care, guys. Thanks.
Take care.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thanks, bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Speaking of hip hop, have you guys heard the new Future album that just dropped yesterday? Yeah.
No, actually. What's it like?
Future Evil, Love Backwards Evil. It's pretty much sounds like everything he's released in 2015. It's not bad. What kind of hip hop do you guys listen to?
Oh man, I still go back to Jurassic 5. Jurassic 5 and Charlie Tuna did some solo work that I kind of like. So they're like out California based.
Hey Jack, is there any way you can turn your camera to show your MacBook?
Okay. So I like house jazz, kind of like house music, jazz, funk, blues, R&B, a mixture of stuff. I don't really have one specific artist or flavor. If it moves me, it grooves me, makes me happy. I've heard some really cool combos of kind of like gypsy violin with some hardcore backbeats, which are just killer, and Celtic and that whole genre, to kind of like blues. I love gospel house. That stuff really very ethereal, very vocal, with some kind of like funky kind of like backbeat to it. It's kind of cool. Very, very soulful. I like that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Mm. And so, okay. What's plop? If you need to initiate your camera and your microphone if you want to be seen, or turn off your ad blocker because your firewall will kind of screw it up.
So, AJPROC, you said you were running some, what was it, a website or a station?
Well, I am in the process of developing a few shows specifically for this platform, but I have worked in stage and film for, about 18, 20 years on some level, from amateur to professional. And so Mr. Solier himself actually was gracious enough to co-write or co-produce or help or whatever. I don't know what the term was, for a little song that we did for a project called Event Virus that I'm doing. And it's pretty hip. It's a pretty good song. Every time I play that for people seem to loved it. So do you want to talk about that process a little bit, Ryan? It was completely random, it was just completely random.
Yeah, we could talk about that. So, it's kind of like a post-apocalyptic story. It's maybe you're best to sort of describe the setting, and then I could talk about the music.
Well, the story is a post-apocalyptic dystopian kind of like story, journey of discovery. This woman, the end of the world happens by a solar storm that kind of wipes out 90% of Earth's technology, and a couple of people survive because their mandated RFID chips malfunction, and so we flash forward about three months later to this character that's in the middle of the wilderness, and she is searching to find out if there's anybody else, and we see her, her on her path to survival. That's pretty much it, I guess.
Yeah. Yo, this guy's bugging me out, man.
This what guy?
Or the star of the show right now.
Oh, that freaks you out?
No, he's just so.
Yeah. So yeah. So it's kind of like, if you're.
What's your name, dude?
Yeah. What's your real name?
Do you have a real name? Is waste bin your?
Hey, right on.
Is waste bin your?
Oh, my name? My name is Harry.
Oh, you're Harry? Is that your name, Harry? Hello.
I'm sorry. This app is acting really.
Well, no, it's not you.
Laggy
No,
for
it
me.
happens to everybody. It's pretty crazy. So yeah.
Yeah, it'd probably be less laggy if I used it on a PC, to be honest. Though.
No worries. It's all good, man. This is a test run anyway. So what is your name? Yeah.
My name? My name is
Okay.
Harry.
Hi, Harry. Yeah, there you go.
Nice to meet y'all. All right. Yeah, I mean, I kind of heard what your whole thing was about. It was a takes place in a post-apocalyptic world, world, and which got wiped out through a solar storm.
Which is based on an actual fact that could actually happen in the next 5 years. If you've actually done some research and news, that they say if it happened, it could take out. It'd be okay. It might happen, and it could happen for short periods of time. But they're saying, sociologically speaking, if a blackout happened for more than 3 weeks to a month, it would cause worldwide havoc.
I mean, I kind of experienced something like that. The Hurricane Sandy was nuts, man.
Yeah, what was?
But my building never lost power because I live in a government-controlled building, so we had generators. Okay. So I just didn't have internet. No internet, or I think we had heat, but it was pretty bad. All my friends in my town would come to my house just to charge their phones and stuff. So that was kind of fun because a lot of people were visiting me. But it was pretty shitty. And the gas stations are always way too packed. Lines would be forming for months.
Oh wow,
it was pretty bad. It felt like everything was just being rationed or something.
Huh.
Yeah. So Billy just got back from New York. She was in New York during the storm.
Oh, the winter storm.
Yeah, the lady that was in the window next.
Jonas.
Yeah. Billy Jordan, the lady that was in the window next to you. She just got back from New York and LA just a week ago. And
it hit us pretty hard, man.
Yeah, it looks crazy, man. So, how did you, what was it like for you? You're just right next door, so.
It hit us so hard. I have a view of New York City from my bedroom window. You really can't see it. New York's over there. That's New York right there. You probably
yeah.
I can see it.
Can you?
Yeah.
A little bit,
All
yeah.
right, yeah. Yeah, we just had fireworks right now for Chinese New Year. It was like, my cat was going fucking crazy.
Cool.
Yeah. So the storm hit us pretty hard. I did not leave my house for. The only time I left was like for like beer.
Call McQueen.
That's it. Like I did my like grocery shopping before I left. I just stayed home, eating bean burritos and playing video games. Oh yeah, to dig out my car. But it hit us hard.
Huh.
Fancy reaction.
It didn't hit you guys. It didn't hit you guys at all, right?
No.
Like on the other side.
Nah, nothing here.
Guys,
No, it's been bone dry here.
Wait, you're since you're right next to Montana, right?
Yeah.
So is it just warm all the time?
No.
Where you are, or no?
No, it's like it's kind of
moderate.
Yeah, it's kind of moderate. We get anywhere from like -20. Well, we're in Celsius, right? You're in Fahrenheit, so I don't know what the conversion is, but -20 Celsius is like really cold, and then because we're close to the mountains, we get a warm weather pattern that comes in pretty frequently called a Chinook, and that will warm things up to above freezing. And we get
a Chinook.
Yeah, it's called a Chinook. It's a
That's fun to say.
Yeah.
look it up. It's a weather anomaly that creates air pressures because we're between a mountain range, and so high pressure and low pressure come, and it does this little dance, and it creates these winds come across, and it will affect. So we could be cold in the morning, and Chinook winds come in, we'll shake it all up, and in the afternoon will be warm.
I'm definitely like spelling this so wrong.
CHINOOK.
CHINOOK.
Winds.
Chinook.
Winds.
Chinook winds.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Santa Anas in LA. I don't know what the equivalent would be in the East Coast.
Yep, found it. There with the little diagram and everything.
Yeah.
Pretty much what you were explaining. That's cool.
Ooh, I watch too much Weather Channel. What can I say?
Yeah. you should. So you're like kind of like a meteorologist, man.
No, anybody that lives in Calgary is a meteorologist because you wait 5 minutes, the weather will change.
It seems like lately that's just been everywhere. Like it's been warm, like really warm, like springtime warm around here, and it's weird because it shouldn't be that warm. It's winter.
Well, we only get honestly maybe a couple of weeks of really hardcore weather. Most of it is pretty moderate. Would you say, Ryan?
Yeah, pretty moderate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some like subarctic crazy shit. Like I'm talking -65 of wind chill. And then, but average, what, -15, -10, 15, somewhere in there on average.
Okay.
So
He's using a voice synthesizer.
That's true.
Who?
Our friend Whatplop
Uh-huh.
on our chat is using a
voice modulator.
voice synthesizer.
That's hilarious.
So can you? Is he going to ask a question?
Yes.
Okay. What's your question?
You don't see what?
Okay. You guys are odd.
I think he's using like Microsoft Sam.
I can't see or hear him at all. Does anybody else?
I could like.
I think it's just taking him a little while to type. Oh, he loves us. We love you too, man.
You're hilarious, man.
I know.
That's funny as hell.
How long is your dog?
That's hilarious.
Your wall.
So we got 5 people on here. And with 13 people that have been in and out, that's more than I was expecting. Way to go! Woohoo! For a test run on a Saturday night. That's funny. So what's the plan for you for the rest of the night there, Harry?
Hey.
I am contemplating on going to the bar for a friend's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of don't want to go.
Leave, son.
But it's her birthday.
Well, you should then. Stop by, have a drink, say hi, get a hug, go home.
That's exactly why I don't want to go, because if I go, like, I'll get plastered, and I'm not trying to drink. I've actually haven't drank in 3 weeks. So
Oh, good.
Well,
I'm not trying.
that's good then. Congratulations if that's what you're going for and you're trying to get yourself clean and sober on the...
I'm considering going, but I'm probably just gonna leave all my money out.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
or here's a way to trick. Just get a ginger ale, no ice, and it looks like an alcoholic thing. You just sip on that. No one will know the wiser.
It's just like our buddy right here, ginger ale, no ice.
Yeah.
Let me get the ginger straight.
Yeah.
I am trying to speak.
Yeah, so it's like rye and ginger without the rye.
Okay. I'm just noticing that our friend here is saying that he wants to speak.
Okay.
He said that he can't talk, but he's using a voice synthesizer to speak to us. So maybe if we just let him type a couple of things, we can listen to what he has to say.
Or
right.
Okay.
What color is your wall?
What color? Mine's kind of like beige.
No. Jesus Christ. Otter boo.
Just odd.
Fuck the world. Suck my toes.
This is weird.
You're a pretty interesting young man.
How come I'm not getting all these weird things that you guys are?
Shit. Stab it.
That was weird.
That was fun.
Yeah, so I'm going to the club tonight to see some friends play, and then. But I like your idea. Leave the cash at home. That's always
leave the cash.
Yeah.
My credit card, my debit card.
Yeah, that's a genius idea. I think I'm going to do that too.
I'm just not, man.
But you have to have a little cash. You have to have a little emergency cash. Can't not just leave the house.
Oh, I mean, the bar's so close to my house.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
maybe I'll bring like $1 just in case I want like the chips on the way or some shit.
Okay, I have to ask. Like, you're in Jersey, right? So, is there a difference between Jersey girls and New York girls?
Yep.
Okay, what is it? Because like I keep hearing about that, but I have no idea what that means.
Well, first of all, I mean, like, everyone's kind of the same when you think about it, but, like, you know, every parts of the world, people are, like,
yeah,
they have, like, you know, the thing about New York City is everyone's a transplant, so, like, everyone's not originally from New York City in New York City, you know?
Yeah, okay.
When most people from Jersey, like, a lot of them were born and bred in Jersey. So, I mean, is that a good or bad thing? Not really. I mean, from my experience in like hanging out in New York a lot, you are greeted differently. People are don't really. This actually happens a lot. When I'm in New York, people don't really. Ryan, how would you normally greet someone?
Greet somebody?
Someone you don't know.
Somebody I don't know.
Bar. How would you start up conversation? Just like tell me, just like honestly.
Well, okay. If I'm going to the club tonight and I am next to somebody who I want to talk to, I might say something about how I really dig the track I'm listening to right now. What do they think about it? You know, that sort of thing.
Okay. Well, I mean, I normally would be like, "Hello, what's your name?" You know, like in New York, what a lot of people do is like, "What do you do?" You know, I've been greeted many times like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man? What do you do?" Like, you know what I mean? It's just like that's kind of the differences. Like I noticed from New York to New Jersey. I feel like in New York it's more like, "What's your status?" Or like in New Jersey, it's more like,
okay.
You know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really think that's necessarily a bad thing.
Just the way it is. Yeah.
New York is very
in Calgary, the first thing, it's a pretty corporate town.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that comes out of their mouth is, "What do you do?"
Mm-hmm.
Or "Who do you work for?"
That's New York.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's New York.
Okay.
And New Yorkers like, "What do you do, man?" Like, you know. And
it's like, "How are you?" Like, you know, talking to you, it's like they judge you in like 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you work? How much money do you make?
Kind of.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
And if you don't if you don't make a lot of money, it's like.
Well,
no comment.
Especially because we live in one of the richest per capita jurisdictions in North America, because we're kind of like the Canadian Houston. And so 30% of our population are stinking wealthy, and then the rest, there's like another third that are normal, everyday, kind of, you know, okay, middle class, and then there's like a real small segment of like poor ass people. And so it's bizarre that, you know, you got that one little segment of people that think that they're be all and end all, where the average person makes, you know, anywhere from like $30,000 to $60,000 a year. Really?
There's a lot of there's a lot of poor people here, man. Especially about music. Can I say it's extremely polarizing? Like, if you got money in Jersey, you got money. You know, I live in Hudson County, and there's another county right next to ours called Bergen County. It's one of the richest counties in America. It's if you go over there, it's all really nice houses. They got land. Like here, it's more congested.
Okay.
It's not as congested as New York. It's not as hectic as New York, and it's not as expensive as New York. But it's still pretty expensive to live where I'm living. You know. But that's another reason why a lot of people from New York are trying to move in my area of Jersey, because we are so close to New York. Like, I have the bus stop is right on my block.
Nice.
If I wanted to go to New York right now, I just get on a bus. I'll be there in 15 minutes. So a lot of people are looking to move to New Jersey because it's just so much cheaper than living in New York. And, you know, it's spacious. It's not as hectic.
Okay. Are you from Jersey originally?
Yes, I was born in a place called Jersey City in New Jersey.
Cool.
And what are you taking in school anyway, man?
I did not go to school this semester. I was a computer science major.
Okay.
I'm working on my CCNA, and I plan to move to Texas.
Yeah, come on.
And what's a CCNA?
That's your Cisco Certified Network Associate.
Oh, okay.
Oh, awesome. Good for you.
I heard that the testing for that's pretty intense.
I heard my friend tells me it's kind of there's like answers on it. You can just like memorize all that. And I'm still like pretty early in studying. It's a lot, but
yeah,
you just kind of got to do it.
I had a small contract a few years ago where I did some admin work for Cisco Calgary, and they're like a secret location. It's hard to find them. They're locked in some kind of building someplace. They have like 2 or 3 floors, no kind of like phones and stuff. Very bizarre. I worked there for a week, and I'm going, this is just weird. The person that hired me said, Art, you know, bring your laptop and something to do, because you're going to be bored as hell. because literally you're not going to be doing anything. You have like maybe an hour's worth of work a day, and for the rest of the time, you're not going to be doing anything.
I know exactly what to do, man. I already do nothing. Like, that's awesome. How do you? Did it pay? I'm guessing it paid well, right?
It paid okay, actually.
Did you like it?
I liked it. It was bizarre, but I liked it.
Dude, I just be watching movies, like reading stuff. Getting paid to do nothing, that's like the dream.
Yeah, that would be sweet, man. I would never leave my house. I would be in front of my synthesizer every day, and I'd probably gain 100 pounds.
Yeah, dude. That's American way.
Yeah.
So say hi to Catherine.
Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
What's up? So what kind of music do you make, Ryan? You have nice equipment.
So I make techno and tech house, mostly dance music, kind of like, I don't know, 125 beats per minute kind of stuff. Nothing too crazy, just like dance music. Yeah.
I don't know too much about techno. No, actually, I don't know shit about techno. I know there's like this one artist I really like, and like people refer to his stuff as minimal techno.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is The Field?
Okay.
Have you heard of that?
No, I'm gonna look that up.
Some dude. Yeah, I mean, he's kind of popular, I guess. It's good stuff. It's just really repetitive.
Yeah, that's techno. I mean, it's
yeah. but I like that stuff anyways.
Yeah.
I like repetitious music.
Yeah, it's sort of nice to like. Actually, it's good for concentration if you're doing something. Yeah, having it in the background.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. I could like totally read something and have this music play really low.
Yeah.
That's kind of like meditation or something.
Yeah.
There you go. But guys, unless you have any other stuff to talk about, I think we should probably like end this. And for another time, another place. Stay tuned next week. Same bat channel, same
All
bat
right.
time.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah. Go get yourself organized for your gig.
Yeah.
You have a good night, man. And we'll see you again another time, another place. This is Art AJPROC signing off for another time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.